Hi there, everyone. I hope you're doing well. So, who says that beginning guitar players can't have fun? Over my decades of teaching thousands and thousands of students, I've had many students come to me at the beginning of their lessons and say, "Oh, look what my friend showed me." It could be a cool little riff to a song or a couple of chords, and a lot of times they're incorrect. They're not the proper way to play the song, but they sound like the song. And the student is having fun, and what they're doing is playing music, because that's what beginning students crave. They want to play something that sounds like music. It's very useful to work on technique and do exercises and learn music theory and scales and all of that kind of stuff. So we all know that that's part of the process. But beginning guitar players want to latch on to something that sounds like a song. So that's what this lesson is about. So what I'm showing you is not proper technique, okay? It's not the correct way to play all these songs. These are just fun things that you can do if you're just an absolute beginner. I've left out any kind of slides, hammer-ons, pull-offs, bends, vibrato, anything like that, because as a starting guitar player, you don't know how to do any of that. So I'm not going to include any of those things. I'm just going to try to make it as simple as possible. Many of these things you can do with one finger, okay? Now, if you're, let me just say, a middle-aged guitar player or older, you've grown up with a lot of these songs and you'll recognize them. If you're a younger guy, you might say, boy, I don't really know that song that he's playing. And that's okay. You can always go on YouTube and listen to the song and acquaint yourself with it. But a lot of these are classic tunes. So let's take the first one. Okay. Smoke on the Water. You could argue the greatest rock riff ever written. Here's how many of my beginning students play Smoke on the Water. Not the correct way, but here it is. So what am I doing? I'm just playing the 6th string, open, 3rd fret with the index finger, then 5th fret with the index finger. So again, don't think about proper technique and say, well, you should be using the 3rd finger. I know that, but when you're just starting off, you're lucky if you can press one finger down. So that's what we're working on here. Open, 3rd fret, 5th fret. Now the second part of it is going open, 3rd, 6th fret to 5th fret. And then we go open, 3rd, 5th again. 3rd, open. So again, you can divide it into several parts. Open, 3rd, 5th. Then open, 3rd, 6th, 5th. Open, 3rd, 5th. And then 3rd, open. And there you go. So again, not the correct way to play it, but it works. Now this next one is pretty much the correct way to play it, at least the very beginning of it. It's 25 or 6 to 4 by Chicago. One of the classic tunes that featured Terry Kath, their guitar player. And again, any of you middle-aged or older will recognize this one. So what am I doing? I'm going to the 6th string, 5th fret. Again, just using that index finger. That's it. I play 5 times. By the way, in my picking hand, I'm just doing all downstrokes. I'm not even going to worry about alternate picking, down and up, or anything like that. I'm just doing downstrokes. And I do 5 of them. Down, 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 down. Or 1, even worry about counting the music. Just listen to it in your head, or go to YouTube, play the song, and acquaint yourself with how it sounds and try to imitate it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 on the 5th fret. Go down to the 3rd fret, same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2nd fret, same thing. 2, 3, 4, 5. Now go to the 1st fret, do 4 of them. 4 opens. So we have 5 at the 5th fret, then a pause, 5 at the 3rd fret, then a pause, 5 at the 2nd fret, then a pause, 4 at the 1st, 4 open. And then you're right, once you get done here, right back to the beginning again. All right? So again, don't even think about counting. Don't think about, well, what are the proper fingers I should use? Don't think about anything like that. Just think about what the song sounds like. If you can remember it in your mind, you can approximate it on the guitar. Okay? And I'm going to try to include the tab in the description, but you know, the fact of the matter is, beginning guitar players on their first lesson or two, they probably don't know how to read tab. So it's going to be easier to do this just from watching me play it than it is even reading the tab. Okay, next song, Satisfaction by the Stones. Okay, again, not the right key, not exactly the fingering I would normally use. Some of the slides are left out, but here is the basic riff. So what am I doing there? I've switched to the 5th string, twice on the open. Now open 2nd and 3rd. And again, I'm just using one finger. One finger. Bum, 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 bum. Now 3rd again. 2 more times. Back to 2nd. So it's open, open, open 2nd, 3rd. 2 more on the 3rd. 2nd, open, open, open 2nd, 3rd, 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 2nd, bum, 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 bum. Now when you're playing these at first, just do them slowly. Try to get them as smooth as you can, and gradually ramp up the speed until you're doing them the speed of the actual song. Horse with No Name. So I've had students come to me over the years and play Horse with No Name. Now the real song is not that hard, but it does feature a chord that many beginning students are not familiar with. So you can change the key and get the same type of sound by doing this. A minor, E minor, so what I'm doing here is just strumming all downstrokes. Again, that was not the original way it was strummed, and I'll show you that in a second, but just to simplify things. Many beginners will know an A minor chord. If you don't, look it up online, you can find it. A minor 4 times. Now go to an E minor. Just move the 2nd and 3rd finger from the 2 middle strings to the 5th and 4th string. Lift up the 1st finger. The A minor chord, we only use 5 strings. 6 strings on the E minor. Okay? And you can just play that over and over again, because that's basically the whole song. So if you find the lyrics and try to sing along with it, you'll say, oh yeah, it all fits. Again, it's not the right way to play it. It's not in the correct key, but that's it. Now, if I add a little bit more complicated strumming, so what I'm doing there is down, up, down, up. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. However, I'm not doing it totally even. I'm not doing down, up, down, up, down, up. I'm doing more of a swing kind of a feel. So that might be beyond the scope of what you're used to doing. And if it is, just do 4 downstrokes on each chord. Okay, another song, Bad to the Bone by George Thorogood. We can do it with one finger. Okay, it's also a very familiar blues lick. There's a lot of older blues songs that have this lick or riff in it. Very common. So what are we doing? We're playing the 2 middle strings on this one, 3rd and 4th strings together, flattening it out. Flatten the first finger out on the 5th string, back to the open, then flattening the first finger out on the 3rd string, and then open. Okay, open 5th fret, open 3rd fret, open. And then there's a pause. Boom, boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. And like many of these, that's the whole song, basically. All right. So that brings me to another point. You could take Smoke on the Water, and instead of playing it on the 6th string, you could play it on the 2 middle strings. So if you can do Bad to the Bone by flattening that finger out, and again, you know, anybody that's been playing for a while is going to say, oh my God, that's so simple. But if you've only been playing a few weeks, you know, flattening the finger out can be a challenge, and getting both of those notes clear. But if you can do Smoke on the Water on the 2 middle strings, which is really the way he did it. So open 3rd, 5th, then open 3rd, 6th, 5th, open 3rd, 5th, 3rd, open. So that's really the riff. Now sometimes he played it like this. So there's variations on it, but again, we're just trying to make this simple. Okay, so if that works for you, great. One more, Queen, Another One Bites the Dust. Another 1-string song that you can play. And you're doing the bass part in this. Now again, these are not always accurate. I keep saying that. That's my disclaimer. Don't come back to me and say, well, that's not how you really play it. Okay, I know that. But it gives you most of the riff, and it sounds like the song. So what are we doing here? Similar to the first way we played Smoke on the Water. We're starting with 6th string open. Boom, 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 3 times. And then twice more. Boom, boom, 3rd fret, open, 5th fret. Open, open, open. Then open, open, 3rd, open, 5th. Boom, 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 boom. And again, it's really, there's a couple of more complex rhythms in there, but that's basically it. Okay, so there are, what is that, 6 tunes that you can play with one finger and pretty much approximate the way the song sounds. You might be in a different key, you might not be playing it 100% accurate, but you're going to get the sound of the song. And now you're playing music. You're not just playing exercises or working out of a method book and playing, Mary Had a Little Lamb or The Yellow Rose of Texas, which are wonderful, but that's not what most of us really want to play. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this. If you liked the video, please give me a thumbs up and select to subscribe to my channel, and you'll be notified of any new videos that come out in the near future. And also visit my website if you're interested in one-on-one lessons. I offer online lessons, live online lessons to students of all levels and many different styles. So if you're interested in that, contact me, and we'll set something up. Okay, thanks very much. So have fun as a beginning guitar player. Take care.